It's now time for the APS Mercury Match Game. Presented by APS, the power to make it happen. Which of the following players won both the Most Valuable Player and Defensive Player of the Year awards in the WNBA last season? Is it A, Cheryl Swoops of the Houston Comets, P, Yolanda Griffith of the Sacramento Monarchs, or S, Cynthia Cooper of the Houston Comets? The answer is P, Sacramento's Yolanda Griffith, who terrorized teams in her inaugural season in the WNBA, leading the league in rebounding and steals and finishing second in scoring. And that's tonight's APS Mercury Match Game, presented by APS, the power to make it happen. It's now time for the APS Mercury Match Game, presented by APS, the power to make it happen. Which of the following Mercury players scored the most points in the inaugural WNBA All-Star Game last season? Is it A, Tanya Edwards, P, Jennifer Gillum, or S, Michelle Timms? The answer is A, Tanya Edwards, who scored 7 points in a reserve role as the Western Conference All-Stars pasted the best from the East, 79-61. By the way, Gillum scored 6 points and grabbed 5 rebounds in the All-Star win, while Tim scored 3 points, dished out 4 assists, and collected 4 rebounds. And that's tonight's APS Mercury Match Game, presented by APS, the power to make it happen. It's the Rattlers and Mustangs on Saturday night. Starring the 1-2 punch of Cedric Bonner and Hunky Cooper. The defense prowess of Cedric Walker and Cecil Doggett. The not ready for prime time players. And special appearances by Fang and the Sidewinders. Ninth man, get on your feet and let's meet your Arizona Rattlers. Cellular One presents You Make the Call. Flashback to August 1st, 1999. The Arizona Rattlers are battling the Portland Forest Dragons in a critical AFL game. To get the crowd pumped up, the Rattlers call upon Valley basketball legend Thunder Dan Marley to make a surprise visit to the Snake Pit. What happens next? A, Dan rides in on the back of the Rattlers' Buffalo Harvey Wallbanger. B, Dan swings in from the rafters like a comic book hero. Or C, Dan comes riding in on a Harley Davidson. You make the call. The answer is C. Like a mighty royal emperor entering his palace, Thunder Dan comes rolling in on a Harley Davidson. But unfortunately, he zigs when he should have zagged and dumps the motorcycle on the field like a bad date. Like a true American hero, Dan agrees to offer $1 drafts to fans after the game at Marley's Sports Bar. You make the call.